Okay, so we're going to get on with the glass fracture next. So doing the windscreen and the window on this side, not, we don't need to worry about the other side there. So this error is annoying me. I'm just going to come in here and go to load from file, missing frame, because it starts from frame 77. Just turn on no geometry there. And let's get a new geometry node. I'll put it up here. We could color these as well, I guess, because we're doing different stuff. Maybe, I don't know, red for these, for the preps. This one red as well. Oops. This one red as well. And then maybe for the sims, we'll do them in green. I don't know. Okay, and then this one I'll call glass fracture. And maybe I'll do this one, I don't know, black. Cool, and then so we need the glass, so I've got this out here. So I'll jump inside, object merge, press C to get rid of this thing, and go ahead and find that glass. So it is in body fracture, out windows. Cool. And then, so as I said, yeah, we're just doing the windscreen and the driver's side window. So we need to delete the other two. So if I just press 9, I can use my class attribute that I've already got, and then just select shift click these two, press delete non-selected. That will isolate, I don't know, I don't know what to call it, ISO windscreen. ISO windows. Do it like that. Okay. So as you might have guessed, we'll be using the AVD material fracture to do the glass. But I'm going to do it in a bit of a different way, and I'm going to do two different things. Well, they're going to behave in different ways. So a windscreen of a car is laminated, so this would be more of a constraint thing, actually, I guess. So it's not related to the fracture, but a windscreen of a car is normally laminated, so it has a plastic, I think it's like 2 sheets of glass with plastic in between them, and this means that the glass won't shatter into the faces of people who are sat inside. However, these windows will, but they are what do they call it? I think it's tempered glass, so it's kind of under pressure. So as soon as you break one of these windows, they just completely shatter into a lot of small pieces instead of being, big shards of glass. Again, kind of a safety feature, right? So we have to take that into account when we are fracturing these. So let's set this to glass. Okay. Again, we'll fracture per piece, so we'll do this and then this one after, using the piece attribute. Do we have a name attribute? Well, if we don't, I think it will generate one for us anyway. The prefix, we want a prefix on there, so the name attribute that it generates. I'm trying to do all this stuff before I connect it up, because this node can be pretty slow to iterate, right? And let's just connect that up and see what we get. Okay, so let's take a look. So we can kind of see it's working, but there are some problems in the deformation. I can see a little bit there. You can see it's kind of actually changing the shape of the windows, and that's because of the detail. Because these windows are not, straight up and down in Y, it doesn't know which way to deform the crack. So we just have to turn that off, the edge noise. Okay, and then they follow the same geometry that they had before, which is a bit of a shame, but for our purposes, we're not going to get a lot of these big kind of shards. So that's just kind of an extra element on top, and it should look good anyway. Cracks, we'll leave them as it is, but we've kind of been over this in the last week, so we won't talk about it too much. But what I am going to do with this is connect in a couple of points myself, but I'm actually just going to, because I want specifically, because we know the impact is here, and the last sim, the car kind of crumpled in this area. I want to drop 2 points, one here and one here, and decide specifically where they'll go. So I'm just going to drop an add. Okay, and that will give me a couple. Let me template this, and then if I tick these, that gives me just 2 points at the center. Okay, and then I can actually move them around by hand like that. Not by hand, but with this gizmo, and you can see the values kind of updating there. Okay, so you can do that and just kind of place them wherever you like. But I'll just drop in the values that I've got that worked for me, some easy round values, so we've all got the same. So I got 0.05, 0.8, oh, 0.8 and 0, and then for this one 0.5, 0.8 and 0.3. Oops, 0.3. Okay, so that doesn't look right. 0.5, oh, minus 0.5, sorry. There we go. So we got 1 point here and 1 point there, and just like before, we can connect these up. That will give me, hopefully, we just need to check this box for input points. There we go. That finds those points and that gives me a fracture at that location as well. And I'm going to leave the other two as well, just to give me, extra more panes, more broken pieces. Maybe change this to 2. There we go. Okay, just to have a similar to what I've done previously. And constraints, we're not going to be using these yet, or maybe we will. We'll probably, well, I'll leave them at defaults for now. But that's it for the moment. And next we'll add in lots of small kind of fractures. We'll add another layer of fracturing on top of this.